still good morning. As my presentation is just before the lunch, please forget my name and surname and call me appetizer, because I would like to be the best part of the lunch. This is just a funny suggestion. I would like to thank you for the possibility to be here for the second time. Last year, my presentation was concentrated mostly on the civil liability. This time, I would like to concentrate on the civil liability mostly in the context of children. And as it was said, the title of my presentation is Civil Liability for Damage Caused to a Child by a Medical Device Containing an Artificial Intelligence Algorithm. While I was preparing for this presentation, I found an article in the Today newspaper saying this what you see on the screen. A boy saw 17 doctors over 3 years for chronic pain, and ChatGPT found the diagnosis. Alex experienced pain that stopped him from playing with other kids, but doctors had no answers to why. His frustrated mom asked ChatGPT for help, and she found the solution. And I don't know your reaction, but it really scared me, because it's a question of the future. It's the question of the future of the healthcare system, is the question of the future of the legal system that we've already created. I divided my presentation into 3 parts. In the first one, I would like to concentrate on legal framework for AI-powered medical devices. In the second, I would like to speak a little about responsibility of manufacturers, healthcare providers, and AI developers. And at the last part, I would like to put my and your attention to special consideration for damages affecting children. What are medical devices that are driven by AI? Medical devices that are driven by AI are systems or devices capable of processing data and making decisions without human intervention. And there are lots of different examples on the market already that are medical devices driven by AI. What are those devices? AI-powered imaging tools, wearable health monitors, or robotic surgical systems. And what are the main characteristics of those devices? Autonomy, adaptive learning algorithms, and ability to process large sets of medical data. I was looking for not only for soft law regulations, but for hard law regulations that are important when we are speaking about legal framework for medical devices. And what is interesting, there are such documents, legal acts. In the States, we have Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act, and in the European Union, there are 2 important documents. The first one is Medical Device Regulation, called MDR. This regulation includes medical devices driven by AI, and the last document from this year, AI Act. Why AI Act is so important from the perspective of our title of my presentation? AI Act incorporates key international standards in terms of protection of children. And there are 2 documents that are mentioned in the AI Act. The first one is the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union, and the second, United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child. And those 2 documents establish a framework for child protection in AI governance and delineate the responsibilities of developers towards kids. Just to remind you, because I'm sure that most of you knows those information on this slide, there are two typical types of liability that are common for all European legislations. The product liability, and this is called usually strict liability system. The manufacturer or distributor is responsible for the device when the device causes harm. And professional liability, which is called tort law, fault-based liability. Medical professionals like doctors, like managers of hospitals may be held liable for negligence in the use of the device. And there are three key elements of a claim. The first one, proving the defect in the AI device. The second, the most important and the most difficult one, establishing causation between the defect and the harm. And the third one, demonstrating the damage suffered by the child. What are the specific issues in AI-based medical devices? And there are three specific issues. The first one is algorithmic errors. What does it mean? Flaws in AI decision-making, such as incorrect diagnosis or treatment recommendations. The second one, data bias. AI systems may perform poorly on children if trained primarily on adult data. And unpredictability. Adaptive AI algorithms can change their behavior over time. Let me concentrate on those three types of liability. I'm thinking about manufacturers, developers, and professionals. Liability of manufacturers is this type of liability that is connected to the strict product liability. Manufacturers may be held liable for defective medical devices under strict liability rules. If the AI algorithm is inherently flawed, manufacturers may be responsible for faulty predictions or recommendations. What is about healthcare providers, like doctors, hospital managers? They are all liable if they improperly use AI devices or fail to interpret recommendations correctly. Healthcare professionals have a duty to assess the stability of AI device for child patients and ensure that it's used safely. And the last, a liability of AI developers, companies or individuals who create AI algorithm may face liability if flaws in the code or trading data cause harm. It is important to mention that AI developers and medical device manufacturers may be jointly liable depending on the nature of their collaboration in creating the device. Why I've concentrated on kids or on children? Because we all should know that there are special considerations in terms of children. The legal system, not only legal system that creates liability system, often imposes a higher duty of care when dealing with children, as they are particularly vulnerable and unable to consent or to understand all risks. Harm caused by AI devices to children have long-lasting, long-term effects, raising the stakes in liability cases. And the last thing, which is important, that compensation may include not only immediate medical cost, but also future cost, rehabilitation, and loss of potential earnings in the future. What are the challenges? What are the challenges in proving liability? The first challenge is technical complexity. Plaintiffs may struggle to prove that an AI system was defective or that its defect directly caused harm. Causation, as I said before, the most important and usually the most difficult part of this liability process, establishing a direct link between the AI system decisions and the harm suffered by the medical device can be really difficult. And the third issue, evolving standards. The law is still catching up with the technology. Usually there is a technology and then law behind, leading to uncertainty in how courts will handle cases involving AI-based medical devices. And coming to the end of my presentation, I prepared some recommendations and some suggestions. Speaking about recommendations, we need clear regulations. Policymakers should establish clear guidelines for the development, testing, and use of AI in medical devices, with special rules for pediatric use. And we have such regulations when we speak about drugs for pediatric use, medical products, especially for kids. Transparency in AI decisions. AI developers must ensure that their algorithms are explainable and auditable to allow healthcare providers to make informed decisions. And informed consent. Both parents and doctors should be made aware of the risk involved in using AI devices for children, ensuring that proper consent is obtained. And what are the three conclusions? AI in healthcare has great potential, but it introduces complex legal challenges in terms of civil liability. Children's cases require special attention due to the higher duty of care and potential for long-term harm. And ongoing development in law and policy is essential to balance innovation with protection of vulnerable patients. Are we ready for it? Thank you.